Okay, so good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing very well and you can hear me clean and clear. All right. So this is another session. I'm sure that you guys are, you are aware and you know that we've been doing this session for a long time now. Since January, I have been coming live on Sunday nights. Some time ago, I was doing it 2 times in a week. I reduced it to once in a week. All right, so I always try my best every Sunday evening to come in here and teach you guys stuff that you should know and ginger you guys for the week. Because the business model that you are in is not one where you have to keep quiet. It's one that you need to stay updated with the right information. Now, for those of you that are here tonight, you may not know the value of what is right in front of you. Tonight, I especially called this session, that session where I'm going to expose to you guys how I made $1,010 in the first 25 days of January. January is not over yet, and the more I see what's going on with Naira to dollar, I smile. You know why? It's an avenue to make more money and stack more bags for January, right? So I want everybody to just put their mind in here because the things that I'm going to share with you tonight will help you if you are serious minded. Now, you may not know the value of N per lead, formerly known as pay per lead. I'm sure I know some of you are wondering why is it N per lead? Why not pay per lead? If you type N per lead into Google, you will see pay per lead come out. The reason why I call it N per lead right now is because some people are confusing this thing for something else. So that's the reason. All right. So you are going to value this whole business model when you make money. You are going to value this business model when the alert drops in your GigPay account. You see, my wife, somebody will tell N per lead, and she will not put in all of her energy. Even to date, she's still promoting. Why? Because the first time she ever made a withdrawal, I always remember. I always use that as an example. It was $2,568. I mean, is it me that you tell how to ginger myself every day to make money in dollars from pay per lead or N per lead? Or is it Vivian that you ginger and tell her what right to do about making money in dollars? Or is it Matthew Chinonzo? Abi, there are different kind of people that have made good money. Or is it Newton Brains that you ginger? I know students that have made good money from this course. All right. So if you have made money from this whole package information, congratulations to you. You don't need my ginger again. The money you made on the first time should ginger you to do more. But if you have not made a dime nor a kobo, the last session we had, how many of you guys listened to it? We had Messi. Despite that our kid was sick, she was still here to share with you guys another direction. In fact, I wasn't looking at the business model from that direction, but ever since she came on to actually mention that thing, I started looking at it from that direction. That's the beauty of life. Nobody knows everything in this world. You learn from other people. That's why you have to keep your eyes open. You have to keep your eyes open. And then you have to stay abreast of the information in your industry. Maybe you guys do not know. N per lead is sweeter than Amazon KDP. This is not an argument. And if you are doing Amazon KDP, that's what you have chose. N per lead is something that many Nigerians are not rushing into. You know what happens when too many people are rushing into something? When too many people are rushing into a business model, you know what happens at the end of the day? Amazon KDP is so interesting, but a lot of people are going into it. Now, some guys like yourself that are making money from ghostwriting, all of these things requires selling. N per lead does not require selling. The money Martin also made from this business model, if he was selling, how many years would it take him to earn that kind of money? If he was basically selling, right? You earn in dollars just by generating leads for American brands. But there are some secrets that you guys do not know, which is the reason I'm coming on board tonight to share and use myself as a typical example. So let's go right into it. How did I make $1,010 in the first 25 days of January? This figure is not a big thing to me. That's for the first thing I want you guys to know. It's not a big figure to me. I know how much I've personally made from Impact. I know how much I've personally made from Empire Lead. Before somebody can decide to teach you something, I want you to know that it's not poor, or it's not broke, or it's not looking, or it's not struggling to make money. I am not, and I will never struggle to make money. But the reality is, I'm somebody who thinks in a direction of goals. I set a target for myself. At least $2,000 in a month is equal to $24,000 in a year from this business model. From the years that I've started this business model, I just laugh. I think the reason I'm sharing these things is I want you guys to understand some important stuffs. Nobody here paid 50,000 naira for this course. I can beat my chest for that. Nobody paid 50,000 naira for this course. If you paid 50,000 naira, you can raise up your hand. For those that have known me, this is my 10 years in internet marketing. I always make sure that any information I have, not that I over deliver, I also make it cheap and affordable. It doesn't make me cheap as a person. Neither does it make those that people talk about. It doesn't make them better than myself. I know my mates in the industry. I know my mates, sincerely. I know my mates. And I know how many people who my light has turned on their own life too. I can't count it. I've lost the numbers. Right. The fact that I started early does not bury the fact that I am old in this game. That's the reality. And I'm updating myself time to time. You won't see me put my mouth in what does not concern me. I'm after the bag. And I want those around me to also secure the bag. If you make your money, you're not giving me a dime nor a kobo. So if I'm putting in effort, Rita is coming here, and some of you guys will still go out and say different. I heard a lot of things that people have been saying, but I just choose to ignore. And then I think I'll just ignore. I'll focus my energy on the positive ones. I'll focus my energy on those that want positive vibes, and those that are bringing positive vibes to the table. People like Vivian, people like Messi, people like guys that have made money. I focus on them. The top 20%. I think that's better than you want people to succeed. But they themselves, they don't want it. So what do? Kill yourself. You can't. So reality is, after this session tonight, if you now come out and say rubbish, God will judge you. That's what I want to say. Because that lady that kept on saying different things, it was brought to my notice. In case she's here, she should know. If after all of my efforts since January last year, just make sure that people make money, and I'm not collecting a dime extra from anybody. The course started with 10 modules. The course is over 30 modules right now. Some of them cannot watch video. Who is gushing you? Where are you running to? If poverty is a choice you choose, choose it now. Choose it without affecting somebody else's life. Just choose it. You're an adult. Choose what you want to do. Do whatever you like with your life. It's your life. It's not mine. Right? So all of the information I'm going to share tonight, if you like, you can just joke with it again. The ball is in your court. I know I will not do more than I'm doing right now. That's what I will say. All right. So first things first, $1,010. How did it start? How did the process start? As at November, all the brands that I was working with, they turned into pay per sale. So as at November, I was just I was just flexing on the money I had made. I was expecting the money I had made. So I did not really take anything seriously in November. All right. But then one day, I opened my dashboard and I saw this brand that came into Impact that day. When that brand came in, they were paying $20. So playfully, I looked at it because I understand the business model and I understand the advantages that first comers always have. These things I'm saying, just take note of them. Who are the first comers? The first comers are those people that apply for brands fast enough when they join. This moment, as we are talking right now, as we're on this call, it's possible there's a brand that steps in, right? In case you guys do not know, the first comer are the first people that apply to join a brand when the brand comes in, right? This is something that affected Vivian Ekene. TikTok business came in. She was one of the first people that got approval. Let me now tell you what sets Vivian apart. I'll keep it in as an example because the figure she has done for this business, and she's never going to stop because she has seen the light. When you have a taste of money, good money, nobody will advise you. You will never give up. A lot of people it's another thing to have a brand. It's another thing to die there and promote that brand. I'll repeat this again. It's another thing to have a brand. It's another thing to promote that brand and make money from that brand. Let me tell you what you guys don't know. The moment a brand joins Impact, I can bet it with you, that brand has 100% bag. That brand has a lot of money. In case you do not know here tonight, it costs an arm and a leg to list your company under Impact. In case you do not know. The brands that are coming here on Impact are not poor brands. The brands that are coming on Impact are brands that have money. At least $1 million in their account on Impact. In case you don't know, let me say it again. At least $1 million in their account when they join Impact. At least. So they are not playing. They are not coming to play. The moment you get approval, one reason why a lot of you guys don't make money from the brands you have, you leave it. You leave the brand. 1 week, 2 weeks. The day you see testimony, somebody just made $100, you now go back to that brand. Before you know it, a time frame, every brand that comes into Impact on a paper lead will eventually one day turn to a paper sale. Write it down somewhere. This is a season-based business model. You can make money forever, but reality is you need to open your eyes and take advantage. Even in the Bible, they talk about time and season. There's time for everything in this world. You don't get an approval from a brand and you fold your arms. If you do that, you are an unserious person. That's the first thing I want to tell you tonight. You are so unserious. Somebody came into my DM and made a confession. He said, guess what, sir? The same brand that made Vivian $2,000, I've had a brand for the past 4 months that did not promote. I said, good luck. He does not know. He has just lost money. He has just lost millions. $5,000. The last time I was hosting challenge on Facebook, 2016, 2018 or so. We always say $5,000 is equivalent to 1 million. A long time ago. We're calculating it looking at how much I think we were using, I can't remember how much, but it was 1 million at that time. 1 million naira at today is just $750 or less. Anybody who has the correct mathematics can help me. Check. $5,000. No, 1 million. How much is 1 million naira today? Not $5,000. 1 million naira today is how much? It's around 750 or so. So what does this mean? It means that to become a millionaire in Nigeria takes only $750, which you can even earn in your impact account in the next 14 days. The brand that I'm talking about here is a brand that joined. I got approved the same day. Any brand that comes in, they have 100% acceptance. Not all of them, but a huge part of them have 100% acceptance. How many of you guys are taking advantage of that acceptance the moment they join? If you're part of the early comers, know this. For those of you that are always screaming, brand is not approving me. I have said this over and over again. One cheat code for this business model is to keep your eye on new brands that join Impact. Is there somebody here following what I'm saying? So that I'm not talking to myself. If you are following me, say I am. It's not up to. Thank you, Moses.
Yeah, I am.
$700 makes you a millionaire in Nigeria. Nice one, bro. So what am I saying here? The brand came on board. I got approval, and I started promoting them. If I don't work from now to April, I'm expecting foreign currency, which when I do my conversion, with what is happening to our naira, let me not say your naira, because we are all in the game. But also what is happening to our naira, at least if I don't work from PayPal, from the work I have done with that brand, I'm expecting payment from now to April. So which means I've received my money for January for the work I did in November. I'm expecting money for February 6, expecting money for March, expecting money for April from a single brand. And let me now tell you, time and season. Time and season. Understand timing. The day a brand gives you approval, in the first 1 month, there's nothing stopping you from doing $500 to $1,000 from that brand. I'm at the top of my voice now. So it doesn't look like this guy is just talking. I'm putting energy into it, so you understand. I'm actually an energetic person. So understand important things here. Time and season. A brand does not give you approval and you fold your arms. Do everything possible to make $500 to $1,000 from that same brand. The moment you get your approval, again, guys, open your eyes. The secret in this game is not old brands. You're not the first person that will ever apply. The secret in this game, most times, is new brands. Then it comes to the big question. If I had not found that brand, any money from now to April? No. I will not have any money in my impact account unless I promote some other stuff. The brand that gave my wife $2,500, in case you guys do not know tonight, I'll tell you. It was NovaKid. She made $2,500 from NovaKid. The amount NovaKid was paying at the beginning was $30. $60. Later on, they had offers like $100. One day they woke up and they said they're not interested in pay-per-lead anymore. What they are doing right now is now pay-per-sale. The brand I promoted, they woke up early January and they said they are switching to pay-per-sale. And that was it. They gave me my money. I don't have any problem with them. They gave me my money. It's their personal decision to change to whatever they want to change to. But reality is they gave me my money. That's what matters to me. Now, I would have been paid, seriously paid, if I did not make good money from that brand. Altogether, I did more than 1,400. Aside the 1,010. So 1,010 is just a figure that is somewhere that I'm expecting. And eventually, it comes, and the exchange rate in Nigeria is blessing me. And it can work for anybody else. So, put these things down. Wake up every day, find new brands. Wake up every day, find new brands. I know what I am saying. That what you need to make millions is an opportunity. Opportunity is right in front of you. Took advantage of the opportunity that she had, and she made the money with TikTok business. Another brand may not come. You may now struggle after you have made that huge money. Another brand can come. You make good money. You may be silent for some time. Another brand comes. You make good money. From my journey on Impact, I have gone from brands that pay $10 to brands that pay $100 per lead. How beautiful is it? Beautiful or not beautiful? Very beautiful journey. Matthew has done good money from Square. Guys, can you just open your eyes? The first thing you need is to find a brand. I won't say more than that. The first thing you need is to find a brand. So it comes in two ways. New brands. New brands, you have a higher chance of approval with new brands. Siege, SIRGE, is in a lot of people. How many of you guys have found out what triggers it? I still went to it tonight. Siege. I went there tonight. How many of you guys have taken advantage of it? How many of you guys are doing your video to figure out? I said it one day, I said, any student that can figure out what triggers Siege only needs to get, I'm coming, 28 leads to become a millionaire. 28 sign up, and then you are a millionaire from Siege. They pay $25. So what are we saying? So guys, can you just open your eyes and see? So I'll just share with you how I found the brand. I am somebody, no matter the amount of money I've made, guys, I am freaking checking impact every day of my life. I've checked tonight. Many of you guys here, you want to make good money. You don't even check your dashboard. I have said it. Many of you did not listen. Several times I've said the same thing over and over again. Many of you guys are playing with it. You now say you did not make money. It is well. So that's the first thing I want us to understand. Digital blessing, the lady I invited the other day, she made money from Sage. It's about taking advantage of the brands when they come in. That you have a higher chance of getting approval for a new brand than an old brand. Understand this principle. So now let me talk about what I did when I was applying for that brand. When you see a new brand, don't rush and go and apply. Are you guys hearing me? Don't rush and go and apply. What you should do is many of you guys, because you are rushing, you will not put anything inside the box where they ask you why you want to work with the brand. Anytime you are applying for any brand, don't make that mistake. Use ChatGPT to write why you want to work with the brand and put it there. That's what you can do, guys. Don't make it empty when you are applying for the brand. Another point. Can you check Siege, SIRGE? How much do you think these guys have in their account? Their funding status is 100%. Their acceptance is 100%. Their response is 100%. What else are you looking for? When did they join? They joined January 2024. There are brands that are that a brand says 100% does not mean you should make the box empty when you are applying. Does not mean. So put something inside the box so that when they see your application, they can approve you as fast as possible. That's by the way. I still have some other things I'm going to talk about. Let's talk about promotion. Many of you guys have seen me talk about solo ads. Maybe you saw me mention solo ads and you're wondering what is solo ads. Which one is solo ads again? Almost all of my promotions were done using solo ads. In case you do not know what solo ads is, right, I'll just make you guys understand what it is tonight. Solo ads are majorly looking for people that have email lists, right? You pay them money and they help you promote what you have to their list. That is what solo ads are. So more like influencer marketing. I have a friend that does big figures every week from influencer marketing. So you can actually use solo ads for earn per lead too, but it will cost you a lot of money. Some influencers charge as high as $1,000 and above to even work with you. So eventually, if you find solo ads that are cheap, you can take advantage. I'm also finding solo ads that are cheap. Once I find it, I'll share it with you guys. But the ones I've done so far, I've spent a lot of money. And it's an experience, it's a learning curve for me. There was one day, Digital Blessing, one of the ladies that I invited here, shared with me how much she used. She used $50 to earn over 150 or 200, over $200. So she has a profit of $50, $150. Matthew spent a lot of money and he made money in return. So the first thing is, before you, warning, serious warning, before you use any kind of influencer marketing to promote a brand, 350. Oh, I think she's here. Who is Adedayo? Adedayo, please mute your mic, please. So, thank you. Please mute your mic. Just a second. Digital Blessing, are you there? I just wanted to mention, okay, yeah. How much did you say you made after using $50 to run an ad with an influencer?
350.
After that time, I think we spoke some days ago. Did Siege later trigger again?
No.
No, it did not trigger. But you have done 350 from them already.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. So that is Digital Blessing. Now, she made the money from that brand. There's somebody here, Mr. Luashehu. He made over 2 million naira from Kavana. Kavana. That was how he made his money. But I have warnings for you guys. Serious warnings. Listen to me. Oh. Don't rush these things. Just listen to me and calm down. Listen first. Those who use influencer marketing, those who rely on organic ads and are talking to people to get them to sign up, everybody will make money. So because you do not pay an influencer, you think you don't make money. It's a big lie. Vivian did not pay any influencer and she made good money. I can count students that pay any influencer and they make good money. So find what works for you and work with. Because it worked for me does not mean it will work for you. That's the principle of online businesses. Because something worked for somebody does not mean it's also going to work for you. All right? So you guys will understand this tonight. So without wasting time, that was how I promoted. But don't you ever pay any money to anybody or use solo ads until you have made at least $50 or $100 organically. I'll repeat myself. Don't promote any brand with any kind of investment kind of traffic method unless you have made money from it. Why? Because if you have not made money from that brand, you don't know what triggers it. You only waste your money. But if you know what triggers that brand and you have tested it, it makes the other processes easier for you. There's Udemy, UIDIMI. Yes, there is. Thank you so much for mentioning that. There are many solo ads platforms. Now, let me tell you another way of doing solo ads without even spending a dime. It's just about scrapping emails from LinkedIn and sending mails to the emails that you scrapped. That is also a kind of solo ad. You scrap email for the niche you are looking for. Get a script, powerful email copy, and fire it. That would also give you results. Somebody here shared, Suki Joseph, the other night, shared with you guys how he made money using that method. I was the one that taught you guys this method. He found his own method and used it. Some of the students that have made money used Facebook groups. Find what works for you and stick to it. That's the principle of this game. Right? Interesting. So let's move on. Let me now talk about the key issues that you guys have. The key issues that many of you guys have. I want to tackle them tonight. That's why we are hosting this session. The first issue many of you guys have is brand approval. I'm going to mention some things tonight that you may not know. From research, we found out that most brands that reject you on impact are not the ones that rejected you intentionally. Sometimes that rejected you. The other day, a brand was apologizing when somebody attacked them and said, I've applied to become an affiliate with you guys more than 5 times, but I was never given approval. That's what that guy said. And the brand sent him a message and said, apologies. It was sometimes we are busy, or sometimes our robot does the approval. What does that tell you? And they gave him approval immediately. It tells you that there are brands on impact that can pay you. How many brands are you disturbing? Brands did not approve me. How many brands have you disturbed this month? How many brands have you reached out to the affiliate manager? How many brands have you fired messages to this month? How many of them have you? You cannot fold your arms and expect to have the result that people that are working like people that are hustling like crazy. You can't be doing this and be expecting to have the kind of money they have. Life is not designed that way. Life is not designed that way. You need to move out of what you are doing right now and do extra. I know students. I found out a secret. Students that have made more money from this course are students that went to the extra length. If you want to be part of the students that succeed, you have to go extra length. If you were in school, the best student in my department those years while I was in school studying mathematics, that guy, before we had do 3 topics for lectures, the guy has already covered almost all of the syllabus. So when the lecturer is talking, it's more like a revision for that guy. That is how he should act. That is how it should be. So I've mentioned what worked for me. So I've tackled the first one. From tonight henceforth, go and check the brands. There's a message button inside Impact. Send them a mail using ChatGPT that you have a good audience and they have not given you approval. You want to know if you should focus, if you should wait. You have been waiting, and you have even gotten another approval from other brands, but you like them and you are passionate about promoting them because it caught your interest. And you think it works with your skill. Guys, there are brands are replying mails. They will give you approval. Stop waiting for the approval or rejection that is in front of you on Impact dashboard. Go beyond the dashboard. Type it here tonight. Type go beyond the dashboard. I want to be sure that you got my idea. You got what I'm saying. Go beyond the dashboard. If you are looking for a job, employment, you will not complain now. So go beyond that dashboard. Reach out to brands yourself. Handle this thing like I have said this several times. I don't know how you guys handle things. So anything I put my mind in this world, I handle it like I'm like there's a gun to my head, and if I don't succeed, I will die poor. For somebody who has made up his mind and said, now do or die. Tell me how that kind of people, tell me how that kind of person will fail. Handle this thing like it's a do or die. But many of you guys are handling it like you have another alternative. Maybe you came from a rich background. You have like 20 million naira in your bank account that you are saving for the future. I'm sorry, that 20 million naira is nothing compared to what is happening to the dollar to naira rate. So saving in naira now is not even an option. So forget that one. But at least you'll never be poor again. You have money to blow because you have saved 10 to 20 million. Please, if you have saved 10 to 20 million in your account and you are sure of that, please don't stress yourself again. There's no need of you promoting anything. But if you have been able, you don't have that kind of money right now, guys, wake up. Wake up. You should not be sleeping at this time. Reduce the time you are using to sleep. Start using it to reach out to brands. All these influencers, I will tell you, they made 10 million naira from Guinea corn, 15 million naira from Guinea corn. Do you think, you know how many cold calling they are doing? You are too lazy to tell a brand to approve you. The only thing is, when you are reaching out to this brand, make sure you have done your first assignment. The first assignment is simple. You have something to show that you are serious. You are sending me, you are applying for a brand, you are sending just your name. They look at it like, who is this one? You are sending just your Facebook page. It's not even an SaaS B2B. And you want the brand to approve you. Well done, no, they will approve you. So, brand yourself as a company. That's one thing I want to also tell you guys tonight. You want to get approval by a brand, talk to them like you are also a company. Talk to them like you are a lead agency. That's the way you should talk to them. If you really want to get their approval. Did you get my point? Please, I want you to type. Yes, I do. All right. I want to be sure. Are you learning tonight? Are you learning? I want to be sure that you're learning. You're getting value, right? Okay, so let's just go. Let's go right into it. So I've just shared with you guys, I've just told you some important stuff. Stop making the same mistake. Please, every week, make sure you are reaching out to at least 10 brands. At least 10 brands. Every week. You are disturbing the affiliate manager. You are qualified. Life will not give to you what you deserve, but what you demand. Brands will not give you approval until you ask them for what you deserve. Reach out to them. Ask them to give you the approval. They will give you the approval. If you reach out to 10 brands, you remember, the reason you are reaching out to 10 brands is not because you want to work with 10 brands. The reason you are reaching out to 10 brands or you are reaching out to brands is because you are looking for that one brand that will make you a millionaire. That's the reason why you are reaching out to brands. You are looking for that one brand that will change your story. That is what you are looking for. Simple as ABC. You are looking for that one brand that will change your life. One brand paid me the money I'm expecting for January, February, March, April. One brand turned Matthew Chinonso into a millionaire. One brand turned Vivian Ekene into a millionaire. One brand. One brand. One brand. How do you find that one brand? Big question. You don't find that one brand by folding your arms. You find that brand by applying. You find that brand. I don't know. How do you guys handle rejection? Somebody that is not seeing you, that is rejecting you, and you said they agree. A brand did not approve you. They rejected you, and then you are giving up. Did they see you? Will they beat you if you reach out to them again? Will they beat you? No, they will not. So guys, open your mind. Open your mind and hear what I'm saying. These principles are simple. So going forward, all the rejection we are talking about, let me not deceive you. Many of these rejections are happening because of the robots on impact. Some of these brands, I've also found out a secret. Some of these brands are not even, their affiliate manager are not active on impact. That is why all of your pending, what do we call it? Pending application, they are pending because sometimes the affiliate managers are not even active. So what are you supposed to do? Reach out to them. Send them messages on the impact. After that, go to the company's website, find their affiliate this thing or their support link. Bombard them. Spend your time. Work on only one template. That template is the template you keep using over and over again. Wake up, guys. Open your eyes, guys. There's a lot of opportunity in this business model. Anything I put my hands in or I join, one thing, the only assurance I'm looking for is, does it work? That's the first question. Number 2 question, how many people have made money from it? If I can get answer to those 2 questions, forget it, I'll make money from it. That is my energy. So guys, understand this thing. So the first issue that many of you guys have is rejection. Let's talk about media properties. If you have the resource to build a blog, please build it. What makes a blog? Domain, hosting. If you have a friend who can give you his hosting, and then you buy a domain, you are fine. If you have a friend who can borrow you their domain and hosting, or they can allow you to use it, and then you give them some money, go ahead. But one thing is important. If you don't have that, I've seen people here that got approval using using Pineapple Builder. Start with Pineapple Builder. Build a serious blog. .com or .net does not matter at the end of the day. What matters that these ones are looking at is the arrangement of your blog. Your media property, you have said Pinterest. Many of these brands appreciate Pinterest. Flag Pinterest as your primary. Keep posting on your Pinterest. Before you apply for a brand, go about that brand on your Pinterest. This is a trick I have used before and has worked for me and still working for me. Before when I see a brand, that same night I saw that brand, that same night I create a pin, post it on Pinterest. I write a post, I post it on Facebook. Something good. If you can make a video, make it. If you can find a video online, attach it. I do that. I now go ahead to apply for the brand. I now send them the link to tell them, I love your brand, such that I even posted about it today to my audience. That is to show them that you are serious-minded. Affiliate manager is a human being. They'll give you approval. So the next approval you are looking for is right in front of you, but you are not applying for more brands. You are not doing follow-up. Important stuff that you need to understand. Yeah, you need only one brand. I keep saying this. You don't need 50 brands. So I've sorted out the issue you guys have. Again, I think that will be the last thing I will still share. Now, I used solo ads and it worked. In my journey of promotion, I just laugh. It was Matthew that brought up Discord. Discord is the only media property I have not, the only promotional method I have not used. I have used all that I taught you. Find which of them works for you and stay on it. This is the business of season. Take advantage of the brands when they come in. At the beginning of this course, there was a time we were focusing on FX pay-per-lead. It's no more. What we have now is IBP. A lot of people are not even doing IBP. Introducing broker program. Use a broker to Xness and you make money. Introduce extras as a broker to somebody and you make money. People are now focusing on another thing. Guys, wake up. There was a time it was Pampi pay per lead. People made money. Anything that comes about make money. Any brand that enter Impact as a new brand, except if I don't see them. If I see that brand, I must make at least $1,000 to $2,000. Promotional method. Facebook groups works. Get an American account. Join a Facebook group. Give value in that group. Anybody that likes your post is a friend. Add them up, become friends with them. Nurture them. Introduce it to them in such a way that it is valuable to them, not that you are begging them. Understand this. Now, again, Discord works for Matthew. It can work for you. Email marketing work for Suki Joseph. It can work for anybody. Find what works for you and stick to it. Find what works for you and stick to it. Right? So you guys understand these things. Now, promotion. I found out that there was something Messi shared the other night, which I want to talk about. That's like an untapped opportunity that a lot of you guys are not using. Very, very untapped. And what's that thing? And that's like the easiest. Look for people in diaspora, Nigerians in diaspora. Which groups are they? Join those groups. Make friends with them. Introduce the offers to them. Many of you guys, again, you don't even understand a brand before promoting it. That's a big mistake. There was this brand I found called Yelp. YELP. They pay $60 per lead. I tried to figure out how it triggers. I could not. But what I want to tell you here is this. Any brand you are promoting, read about them. Sit down. Look at how you can tailor the message in such a way that the person that you are talking to will be interested. Now, Siege, SIRGE. If you were to promote it, they are looking for Shopify store owners, which means anybody that has a Shopify store will listen to you than somebody who does not have a Shopify store. Big question, where are the people that have Shopify stores? What kind of content are they sharing inside that group that you can actually replicate and get people to like you and get them interested in what you are promoting? It's a very simple process. Find what works for you and stick to it. So the issues that you guys have, I've actually spoken about them. Now let's talk about first time payment. Let's talk about promotion. Yes, I've said find what works for you. Now, for those of you guys here, you have a pay per lead brand. There's somebody here who does not have, he knows how to promote, collaborate, making $1,000 and sharing it at 600 to 400 is better than not earning anything at all. So collaboration is also something that works with pay per lead. It works very well. Aside this, understand collaboration, understand daily sales. For you to earn $1,000, if you are promoting a $10 brand, you need 100 leads. 100 leads is like how many per day? So $1,000, I'm coming. $1,000. $1,000 is 1.4 million. Now it's not even 1 million, it's 1.4 million. So $1,000. You need 100 leads. 100 leads divided by 30 days. You need 3 people to sign up every day so that you can earn $1,000 from that brand. You can double up, you can buckle, you can do 10 in a day. Read the cap of the brand. Right? Read the cap of the brand. What is their direction? What is their rule? Is it that an affiliate cannot do more than $5,000 in a month? Understand their rules and get back to the game. What other issues do you guys have? I want to remember. First time payments. Let me go into that tonight. For those of you that are expecting money for the first time, I want to share this. When you make money on Impact, the money is not going to be processed unless you send a mail. You send a mail to the email address that you guys know, the no reply support at impact.com. And then when you write your mail, be polite and tell them, oh, my money has moved to balance. Kindly help me process it. Now, Impact is never going to send you money for the first time unless you have something to show that you are the owner of the account. How? A valid ID. Prepare yourself. You hold an ID, take a picture with it. They will ask you, but prepare yourself. It's that simple. So now, they ask you when is the day you are expecting payment. Look at your dashboard. When was the last time they said they will pay the money? Tell the Impact team, the amount. That is what you need to do. And then send a mail and they will get back to you. It doesn't matter if it takes 2 weeks. Stay strong and stay patient. I want to assure you about something. The moment who should be patient when they are approving your account, said you should be the most patient person because you are about to get what you have always been dreaming of. What's that? The moment your account has been approved, you have no problem again. The moment your account has been approved. Now, your next goal is simple. So, guys, understand these principles. They are very simple, but they are straightforward. After the first time your account has been approved, all your other payments will be processed automatically. I can make money from today to December. I don't need to send any message to Impact. Right? Because I've been cleared for QTP. It's because of fraudulent activities. That is why this is happening. That is why you have to go through that route. That's the simple reason why it works that way. So be patient to get your first money. After that, every other thing is on automation. So I think I've done justice to a lot of things tonight. I've blessed you a lot tonight. Have you learned something new tonight? Have I been able to show you exactly what I want to show you? Have you learned? Have you picked up your own? What you need is just your own idea for what is next. If you have picked it up, let me see. Let me see your comments. Minimum account is $10. All right, good. So I think I've shared with you what you need. So what is your income goal for this week? I said it again. If you cannot find a brand, look for those that have the brands. Oh, Vivian, thank you. Look for those that have the brands and collaborate with them and share the money. It's that simple. So I think I've done so well tonight. I've spent 54 minutes and over 1 hour. Close to 1 hour. Once it is 1 hour, I know it is 1 hour. So, have you got things you are struggling with? Ask me now. That's the next phase we are going into. If you have questions, all right. If you have questions, please raise up your hand. So Chima, use the microphone and ask your question. So Chima, you are up.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Oh, like at times I do bring referrals and sign up brand, but if I go back, I'll not see the earning even after waiting for a week.
Okay. Which brand are we talking about here, sir?
Like my heritage.
My heritage. The moment a brand does that to you, leave them. Do you hear what I said? So Chima,
I'm hearing you.
the moment a brand does that to you, leave them. Go to another brand. It means they are not reliable.
Okay.
That's what it means. Another person, please ask your question. Raise up your hand. You have a question, raise up your hand. Onyime, you have the microphone. Please use the microphone. Onyime.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Value Done.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, I was checking out on okay, I got approval from SEC. I'm already I'm already promoting it. So I want to use the email marketing angle to promote it. I'm still working on SendPop. But I was checking out another brand, and when I look up on them on social media platforms, I discovered that they're not active. I'm not, their last post was in 2023 January. They have not posted anything this year. So I don't know if it is possible to write about them and see how we can get approval from them, or if they're not active on social media, should we abandon them and then just look for another brand to,
God, God bless you. God bless you for this important question. Everybody, please take this one. Take this one in. So you don't work and work and work and you have no money. That shows. Understand this now. Any brand that you want to promote. You know the reason why for Unyime, the reason why I did not mention it at the beginning was because I was focusing on I was talking more on new brands that join Impact and all of those things. That's why. But there are some brands on Impact that are not active again. Oh, please, I want everybody to know this. There are brands on Impact that are not active again. But because of the money they have paid, they are still there. In fact, before you promote a brand, if you check their funding status and it's less than 80%, run for your life. And this does not happen to new brands because new brands are bringing money to the table. So I want to ask you, Unyime, the brand in question, how much was in their funding status? Did you check it?
63%.
Run for your life. That's too low. What's the name of the brand?
Sorry, I checked so many. It should be either Wishco or Tappy or Homebase, either of those three brands. I was just checking. I can't really pinpoint which one. And when I check them, I go to social media to look for them.
It's better you spend your time in resting or spending time with your family than promoting such brand.
Okay.
Do you understand me? Don't waste your
Yes.
time. It's a total waste of time. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. You're saying something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's this issue I have with Impact. I dropped my blog since on the 14th of December. And we keep talking back and forth. They tell me to do this, I do. The last time they asked me to write a post on my website. I have a blog on my website with a phrase, hey, impact.com. I did and sent them the link. I even followed up, but still my blog is not approved. Should I abandon it, or because I just love Sage approved me without looking at my blog, and I am going all out to promote them. So I don't know what to do with Impact so that they can approve my blog. I have a WordPress blog.
Okay, can you help me with
That's all for
the
now.
copies of the mail? Yes, thank you so much. Help me with a copy of the mail. That's the first thing that you will do for me. The first thing you do for me is send a copy of the mail. Also, guys, you can reach Impact on Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget this. It doesn't have to be via find them anywhere you see Impact and they are active. Send them a mail. Chat with them. Anywhere you see Impact, right? Send them a mail. It doesn't have to be why you send it to them via this thing, via what do we call it? Via tickets, or why you send them where you send it to them to stuff. Try as much as possible. You can take advantage of other methods where they are active. So I think that's fine. Have I answered your question?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well done. Please don't give up. Fire on. You can wake up tomorrow. You know what actually shocks me? You can wake up tomorrow and find a brand though that wants to pay huge money and they just joined. I shared my testimony with you guys now. The brand that made me $1,000 or more is a brand I found in November ending, and before we know it, before the end of this January, they went back to paper sale. Do you understand? So make your money. You always have to you need to always have to have your eyes open, looking for the next brand. I know they joke. You see that new feature that we see, new brands that just joined. I know they joke. I check them time to time. I even go deep. Many of you guys don't go deep. I check categories of all those accessories, car, all those things. I check the categories and see maybe there's one brand that is hiding there. And it's true. At times, there are brands that are hiding under that place. If a brand joined and you were not online, and another brand joins tomorrow, you will not see the brand that joined yesterday. But after some time, it disappears. It leaves that place. So that's it. Collins Oji, my Impact account, pay me $50 tomorrow from my account. It doesn't matter. If Impact suspended your account because you did things that are illegal, you still be paid. So it doesn't matter if it's the same bank account. It doesn't matter, Collins, but you may not get the money tomorrow because I think they have to still check the account. But despite that, they'll pay you your money. M-Touch, let me allow you to ask your question. This is over 1 hour already. Go ahead, M-Touch. Go ahead, please. Hello, go ahead. All right. Please, others can type. I can't take all questions by audio, but the person that takes. All right. Who is listening up? Chidima. Let me allow Chidima. Since M-Touch did not take advantage of it. Chidima, please. Chidima, please go ahead. Chidima, we are waiting for you. I think she's not there too.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Please, I have a problem with Impact. When I filled my tax information, I used my surname and my first name alone. But I created a GPA account some days back. I included my full my 3 names. So when I added my GPA account to Impact, they said that my tax listing contains only 2 names, so I should provide an account with that 2 names. I've written to Impact. They have not responded. Then I wrote to GPay, GigPay. They responded today, but they just rearranged the name. Like it was James Chidinma James Francis. They now changed it to Chidinma James. Sorry, Chidinma James Francis James. But what is in my Impact? What I feel there was just Chidinma James. So please, what can I do about it?
Okay, Chidinma James is what you have on Impact.
That tax document when I filled it.
You have Chidinma James.
Yes.
What do you have on GigPay?
GigPay has James Chidinma James Francis.
James Chidinma James Francis.
Yes.
Okay.
Then Impact
they sent you a message saying that they cannot pay.
Yes, if I put my GigPay account, the placement for accounts on Impact, they will just notify me immediately that the name is not in accordance with what I filled in my tax form.
How long is this account?
I think the account should be like either May or June that I joined.
Is there money in the account as we speak?
Yes, there is money. Just small money.
All right. So what you do is, I don't see any disparity in the name. I don't see any disparity. It's just arrangement. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
What you do is rearrange it as they have given you now. Edit it on your GigPay according to the way GigPay has changed it right now. Once you have done that,
I've done it like that. Sorry, I've done it like that. They still rejected it on Impact. They insisted that it must be like that Chidinma James. That 2 names, Chidinma James, how I put it in this thing, in my tax document.
There are 2 alternatives to what you can do. Send a mail to them or open another account in Chidinma James, the way it has been arranged. And this should be a lesson to everybody. Because all these things, there are issues that you should try to avoid. But send a mail. It doesn't mean that there is no solution. Do you understand? Is that fine? Hello? So guys, do we have anybody else that has questions? Anybody else with questions, please raise up your hand as fast as possible so that we can. Adebayo Alatishi. Yeah, please, it's your turn. Use the microphone. Please, others should type. We don't have the luxury of time. It's over 1 hour now.
Yeah.
Adebayo.
Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening.
Go ahead.
Though I was promoting a triple sheet, and after a while, they sent me a message that on my email that my contract has been expired, and I don't really know what it actually meant by my contract has been expired. But their link is still working with me, but I don't know if I should continue promoting that link.
Okay. They sent you a mail that says your contract has expired. Is that what they sent?
Yeah, exactly. That was the exact thing they sent to me.
And then when you make money with them, it's still showing.
Sir?
When you promote and people take action, is the money showing? The action isn't being recorded for you?
Though since then I've not really promote triple sheet, that brand again because of what they sent to me.
Okay, if that's the case, please kindly leave.
Okay, I should leave the brand.
Leave that brand.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, so kindly leave that brand. That's fine. Thank you. So guys, anybody else please type. We can't take more of these questions tonight. There's still time to answer questions by Rita and other people. Please, I am using my account for Amazon KDP. I put it on my Impact as bank account. There's no error now. Did they tell you there's an error? There's no error. What's the best way to promote constant contact? Go and listen to that session. Sorry about the noise. I think my dogs are just becoming crazy. Go and listen to that session by Suki Joseph. That session will help you. It's an answer to your question. All right. So, in the absence of questions, we'd like to say thank you so much for attending the meeting tonight. We are done. And I told you, I gave a warning. I said I will not record this session because I know a lot of people are so damn lazy and they have not been attending all the sessions we have been hosting. But I think I will forgive them. So I'll just forgive them and make it available. So, how has this session blessed you tonight? Right? How has this course blessed you? Please share your testimonies right there in the group so that we can have more ginger on more people. If this session has helped you tonight, nobody's going to do anything if after getting access to the course, you're not getting any extra information. So all of these things that I'm doing it for your own good, not for my own good. So the least you can do is just to appreciate. So tell us how this session has blessed you. What new things have you learned? What's your next target? What's the next step you want to take? So thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Have an amazing evening. More questions can be answered when it is time by Rita. She's so active, and I'm also trying my best to also be here. But I pretty know that many of you guys' questions have been answered time to time. That'll be all for tonight, guys. Do have a nice evening, and God bless you.